Welcome to the 51st Gary English Learning Center.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. I got the order wrong. Yeah, but never mind. And my question here in this show is that how come that we didn't talk about poetry in any of our previous episodes? We never knew.
No,
we never
there comes a time anyway. We come around to it. So, a language covers everything, doesn't it, Eddie?
A
language does cover everything.
Yeah.
And you've got to build up the people's language before we can get to something as sophisticated as poetry, really.
Yeah.
You have to have some sort of.
But you have to learn the poetry in order to appreciate the beauties of that language.
Yeah, but you have to have a certain understanding, a certain level of English to be able to appreciate.
You've got to be an advanced student.
Yeah, to appreciate.
To appreciate that. The reason why that I asked Gary to do some session on poetry, English poetry, is that there's a movie right now, showing right now, called Interstellar. Mm-hmm. And in that movie, they recite one of the most famous modern poems in English for about four times. And that's just the reason that I asked Gary to do a show on poetry. Mm-hmm. And the guy who wrote this poem is Dylan Thomas.
Yep.
And how would you describe this? And let me do my confession first. Mm-hmm. It was a strange thing because in the university, I was an English literature major. And actually, we study a lot of modern poets, such as T.S. Eliot and W.B. Yeats, but never this guy. Do you consider it some kind of
Yeah, because this guy is more modern than them, isn't he, really? He's a bit more modern than them.
Maybe even more talented.
Definitely more modern, anyway, yeah? If you're talking about modern poets.
Yeah.
More modern, yeah.
And I would say he was the rock star of modern English poetry.
He was, yeah. And he was a shooting star as well.
Shooting star.
And he lived for 30 or 40 years, didn't he?
39.
Yeah, 39 years.
And he drank himself to death.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Well, live fast, die young. Have a good call.
That's basically anyway what his maybe his most famous poem is about, isn't it?
Yeah,
and this has been quoted recently in Hong Kong, hasn't it?
Yeah. Do not go gentle into that good night.
Yeah.
I'm not in that position. I would not do this great poem justice to read it myself. So why don't you?
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Yeah. Well, when I read this poem, it comes with a lot of different kinds of feelings, especially when you look around and see what is happening right now. And I would say, do not go gentle into that good night.
Yeah,
which means you have to fight on.
You don't submit. Yeah.
You don't give up.
You don't give up. No, you don't give up.
Or you don't give in.
No, maybe you go around another way, but you don't give in. No, you don't give in. No, don't submit.
Yeah. And then you let the fire burn until it dies out.
Keep the passion.
Keep the passion. We don't go into the details of the poem. But anyway, it is. I would say, should we say it is one of the greatest poems in the modern age?
It is one. Yeah, it is.
One of the greatest.
Yeah, he was quite a romantic guy, wasn't he? Really,
Yeah. Another one, but he is not that modern.
No, he's not that modern, and he didn't actually exist, as we've done in the previous show.
No, I'm not sure about it.
but he didn't actually exist.
I'm not sure about he wrote what what we thought him to.
Remember we talked about he didn't actually exist. He was a team of people under the name of Shakespeare or Jacques Pierre.
Or maybe a team of Freemasons.
Yeah, Jacques Pierre, yeah.
Jacques Pierre.
Giovanni and Francis Bacon and that.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. This is in a similar vein, about a similar thing about getting old. Same subject, really.
Yeah. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So actually, it is kind of the description of people who grow old and have to take their exits, and the new guys who
come in,
who are coming in, and so it is a kind of going to and forth. Yeah.
But I quite like song's teeth.
Song's teeth without teeth.
Song's eyes.
Song's eyes without eyes. Song's taste. Song's everything.
Yeah.
Do you make it up yourself?
Songs, no, that's actually that's the end of the poem,
Yeah.
But songs is without.
I know
it's
that.
French for without, which shows you the connection again in this team.
Who wrote this?
Well, Shakespeare apparently, but it was a team of Franciscan monks, right?
Oh,
Italian
yeah,
monks.
yeah,
So it's from the Latin again,
Yeah.
Son don, son yeux, son's everything. Son's oreilles.
How come that song's money?
Yes. But when he's talking about the players on the stage there in the first part there, Eddie, right?
Yeah.
He's not talking about people like you and me.
No.
He's talking about the people, the system people who are put out there to lead us.
Yeah.
To lead us. The stars are put out there to lead us. The way, give us the way, show us the way.
Are you talking about Hong Kong right now?
Yeah, there are. I'm sure there are people who are in this drama that's occurring in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah.
The drama.
I really like that. The current drama in Hong Kong.
The current drama, and there are players on this stage, right?
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides, there are players,
who
have their roles, and that's what Shakespeare's really talking about here.
Yeah. Anyway, we come to another our idol. And this is Bob Dylan. He's still alive.
Yeah, I know this is about poetry. I have seen him a few times, I always think of it as a poem as a song without music.
Yeah.
And so a good song.
So you were what you were actually saying was that he was writing poetry with songs.
With music. Poetry with music. Yeah. The other way around. Yeah, that's right. Poetry with music. Yeah. Maybe some of the songs today don't fit that category, right?
No.
A lot of songs these days.
I guess 99% of them are rubbish.
They don't really fit that category. But I think with someone like Bob Dylan, you can say that he's a poet, really. Now this is a song of his called Senor.
Spanish?
Tales of Yankee Power.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people speak Spanish. I mean, it's becoming more Spanish these days in America, isn't it? And he was also known as the Joker Man, because
Jester.
Jester, he's the Joker Man, and
which means he liked to play jokes.
Yeah, play jokes
in words.
That's right. And also I think he knows something about the big plan and what's going to happen, because if you read this here,
Sure. Let me try this. Well, the last thing I remember before I stripped and nude was a trainload of fools bombed out in a great magnetic field. A gypsy with a broken back and a plastic ring said, "Son, this ain't a dream no more, it's the real thing."
How come he's writing about magnetic fields? This is about 15, 20 years ago.
Well, was he talking about those harp?
Yeah, I think but before hardly anybody knew about this kind of thing. Except the people who were working on it then.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here, that there are little clues in the lyrics of some of these songs, especially by the big stars.
Oh yeah.
And he's got another song of his here next slide.
How did he get to know these things?
But he's in the know.
In the know.
In the know.
What does it mean?
Well, it means he gets to know about things that ordinary people don't.
Oh, got an antenna.
In the know.
In the know.
And then he has the job of preparing us.
Okay.
Preparing our minds.
So when you listen to his songs, then you got messages.
Yeah, you got messages. You're prepared, for what's coming up.
Yeah. Never knew that. Ain't Talking Modern Times.
It's from the album Modern Times, which is 2006.
Yeah. Walking through the cities of the plague, the last Starbucks at the world's end.
Yeah. I mean, 8 years ago, Starbucks wasn't quite as big as it is today, was it?
And when he talked about that, then it suddenly became the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That is a surprise, because we always think about the music of Led Zeppelin instead of their words, lyrics.
The lyrics.
Yeah. So
sometimes they don't write great lyrics, but sometimes.
Yeah. Stairway to Heaven. This is another classic.
Really famous song.
Yeah,
isn't
very
it?
famous.
Really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
famous,
If you have no idea about this Stairway to Heaven, then we have no communication channel.
No. This was like voted #1 in the top 500s for years.
For years. Yes. There's I'm not going to sing it because I'm not that good.
Shall I?
No, not even try.
Shall I not?
You sure.
Just read it.
Bring your ukulele here. And
No,
try to do
actually,
that.
I can do this song. Actually.
You can, huh?
But I'm not warmed up at the moment. But really, I can't.
You got a lot of
I can't play
excuses.
this one. No, but I can. But
we got guitar over there. Do you see that?
I'll tell you what I'll do, Eddie. Maybe I'll preface this show with
Sure.
You know.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts, I've seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Ooh, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it really makes me wonder.
So at this time, as well as the Beatles were also part of their mission, and these people was to get people like me to come east.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked, because they led me to India, and where am I now?
In the east.
Far east.
Yeah,
now.
far east.
I've got even further east now.
Yeah.
And it worked. So I listen, and it's subliminal half the time, And who are
You
these?
have to explain what does subliminal mean.
Well, you're not thinking about it consciously. You're not thinking about it consciously. You're just listening to it. Feeling I get when I look to the west, And if you're not in the west, where are you going to go? You're going to go to the east.
Yeah.
And who are I've underlined that those who stand looking. Who are those? And go to the next slide, and we find out who those are.
And it's whispered that soon, if you all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand along, and the forests will echo with laughter. Well, it's very poetic, but I have no idea.
It is, isn't it? It's very poetic,
Yeah.
And the piper, So I believe at the moment, the piper of Hamelin.
Yeah.
Who led the rats
the
away
children
from the
from
city, and they wouldn't pay him, and so he led the children away, didn't he?
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of pipers, and even today, I believe, with what's going on in Hong Kong, there are pipers, who are leading the children.
Yeah.
And a new day will dawn for those who stand along.
I have no idea.
A new day will dawn for those who are just waiting, and they got a long plan, very slow plan, and they will inherit the world. And we go to the next song. I don't know if it's quite so famous.
Yes, right. Yeah, another very famous song.
It's not quite as famous as Stairway to Heaven, I think, but
Kashmir.
Kashmir.
Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face, stars to fill my dreams. I'm a traveler of both time and space to be where I have been. They're talking about time machine.
And they call themselves the Time Lords because they control the time.
Time. But what has the title to do with the theme?
That I don't know, actually. I have been to Kashmir. I have been to Kashmir.
City in India.
In India, yeah. I went there in '89 when the troubles began there. It was quite a bit scary, really.
Yeah.
But and the next part of it is quite.
Secret elders of the gentle race, this world is seldom seen. They talk of days for which they sit and wait. All will be revealed. Wow, sinister.
Yeah. Sinister, isn't it? The elders of the gentle race.
Yeah.
The gentlemen, the gentlemen, the secret elders.
Okay.
Secret elders. So that's them. That's the people who are controlling the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Well, got a lot of occult symbols.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, we talked about that a long time ago, and this, that the reason there was
prism,
the prism. There was a recent event which made Hong Kong famous before the Umbrella Revolution. That guy Edward Snowden came to Hong Kong, and then he revealed there was a secret plan to monitor all these traffics on the internet.
Oh, there always has been.
And the symbol that they use is this prism.
It's a prism, yeah.
And my guess was that they copied from the album cover of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, well, which came first? Which came first? And we got some nice pyramids there, haven't we? And can you see that building from London?
Here, London Tower.
London Tower, remember we talked about that before? It's the Big Ben.
The Big Ben.
Big Ben, which is an obelisk, remember?
Oh, yeah.
An obelisk
From, Egypt.
Egypt, yeah.
Yeah, and then the UFO?
The UFO, yeah. And time, the sands of time,
Yeah.
And there's some bombs there.
And the dove?
And the dove, yeah. The dove is a big symbol, of them,
Okay.
Or the Columbine,
Well, it got a lot of all these symbols on the
it's
cover.
very esoteric, isn't it?
Esoteric.
Yeah.
Us and them. Us and them, and after all, we are only ordinary men, me and you. God only knows it's not what we would choose to do. Forward, he cried from the rear, and from the front rank died, and the general said, and the lines on the map moved from side to side. Or again, wow.
Yeah, people just do what they're told to do, kind of thing, don't they? And the people who benefit just sit back and watch and benefit and reap the rewards.
Well, all these bands, they talk about the same thing over and over again.
And
Down and out.
Yeah.
It can't be helped that there's a lot about without, and who denying it's what the fighting's all about. Out of the way is a busy day. I've got things on my mind. For the want of the price of tea and a slice, the old man died. Well, I don't understand anyway.
Well, we're all so busy, aren't we? I don't know about you these days, Eddie, but myself and everybody I know, it's so busy just trying to make a living themselves. They haven't got time to care for anybody else or care for that old man on the street. We're all just we're in the rat race, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's us. The dog eat dog rat race.
That's us.
While the first verse there, while the generals are sitting back, they're all slaving away for us.
Yeah. Oh, another break in the war. I'm not going to sing this either. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave us kids alone. All in all, you're just another break in the war. Sarcasm.
And we don't need sarcasm. Yeah.
Sarcasm.
We don't need no thought control. That's the main line there.
Yeah.
Because what is education really?
Thought control.
Thought control.
Yeah.
And training you to get up with that alarm clock every morning and go. Train you to get up and go to work. Really.
No, you shouldn't.
Well, it's training you, isn't it?
You shouldn't rise from your bed when you hear the clock alarm.
Yeah, but it's training you to do that. I do. I confess. I do. Well, otherwise,
Van Morrison.
Van Morrison,
yeah.
See, I like this. It's just, he was called Van the Man. Back in those days.
Oh, you read this.
You can take all the tea.
No, I mean.
Tupelo honey.
Tupelo honey.
There's like triple O really. It's Irish for triple O honey. Top quality honey.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very
top
good.
quality honey.
Tupelo.
It's Irish, Tupelo.
Yeah.
Triple O honey.
Oh, okay.
Because you're Irish.
Yeah. Irish. I guess this is an Irish guy.
Irish guy.
Yeah. You can take all the tea in China and put it in a big brown bag for me. Sail right around all the seven oceans. Drop it straight into the deep blue sea. She's as sweet as a Tupelo honey. She's an angel of the first degree. She's as sweet as a Tupelo honey, just like honey, baby from the bee. Yeah.
They're beautiful, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
All the tea in China, that means a lot. All the tea in China is a massive lot of stuff, isn't it, really? Yeah.
Any message in this?
The next thing is more of the message, really, but I just like that. It's just beautiful, really.
Yeah.
But this is the message part,
You can't stop us on the road to freedom. You can't keep us cause our eyes can see. Man with insight, man in granite. Knights in armor bent on chivalry.
Chivalry, yeah.
Chivalry.
Yeah. The knights, like the Knights Templar in their armor bent on chivalry. Chivalry means you're doing something decent, but actually they're not. They just pretend that they're doing something simple. And the kind of insight they have is not really good insight, really. It's insight, yeah.
Well, was he talking about Knight Templars?
He was talking about that kind of organisation,
The Who.
The Who, yeah.
Yeah.
We did this on a previous program, but I just thought it was quite relevant, really.
Yeah.
Won't
get full again.
Yeah.
And sorry about that. We got full again and again.
Yeah. So
Well, I guess we should sing it tomorrow at MOT. I'll tip my hat to the new constitution, take a bow for the new revolution, smile and grin at the change all around, pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. Then I got on my knees and pray. We don't
get fooled again.
No.
Sorry
about the reality. The reality is that we got fooled again and again.
And somebody told me they worked at a lunatic asylum, and some guy would be playing that, and his ear was right against the speaker, playing this thing. But actually, maybe the people in the lunatic asylums are the sane people.
Yeah.
Maybe the sane ones in this world,
Yeah. John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Yeah, and as it's kind of like Christmas time coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought we'd do one of my favourite Christmas songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Christmas. War is over.
I can sing it if you like.
Oh, you sing it.
And so this is Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas. We hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young.
And a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over now. Yeah, and there they are.
Well, they were making fool of themselves.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
So,
well, we talk about poetry today.
Yeah.
And thank Gary for everything, because we got so many beautiful poems in English.
Yeah. I think, thanks very much for that. Thanks for your thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for your appreciation.
Yeah.
But and I think I kind of tuned into what's, contemporary, what's going on today as well,
Yeah. The great thing is that when we talk about all these poems, and they're all relevant.
They are. They're all relevant
to our times, to our city, to ourselves.
Yeah, and then, let's hope it's a good New Year. Let's hope it's a good New Year.
So, okay, we're coming to the end of this show, and let's say peace.
Peace, yeah.
In 2015.
Peace, yeah, peace.
2015.
2015. Let's hope it.